Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is episode 4 of the podcast that we still have yet to name. We'll get back to you on that one. Um, but we are your hosts. I'm the Junker.
And I'm the other guy that the Drankle interrogates for an hour at a time.
Sometimes more.
Sometimes more. Usually more.
Usually more. All right. I don't know about you, but I didn't really have that exciting of a week. But there were a couple things that came up.
But sure.
Okay. Well, before that, I finally have the keys to my new apartment. So that I'm in the early stages of that. As you can see, I have been working on packing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see the difference?
Clearly.
Yes. But yeah, I did get the keys, so I've been in there. I checked everything's working, no walls or like dented or anything, so everything's good. It just needs to move. So I should have all my heavy stuff in my new apartment next week. Tomorrow I plan on contacting my internet provider to see if they have coverage over there.
The most important thing, obviously.
It kind of is. Sure. But other than that, just walk as usual.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm sure everyone's heard. Actually, you might not have. I don't know. But a new Smash character has been revealed. Who the fuck could have guessed? Fucking Minecraft Steve. And included with that, Enderman. And, I think Zombie or Villager, I don't know. I know it's Steve, Alex, which is the female, Enderman, and then I think it's Zombie, I'm not sure. But yeah.
With that, a certain Fable 3 employee did say that this hopefully opens the door for a certain other Microsoft intellectual property character to be included in Smash. Fingers crossed.
John Halo himself?
John Halo himself.
I mean, if
from
you
the
think...
Fable franchise.
Yeah.
That's where he's from originally, obviously.
oh god, what was his fucking name in Fable?
I think it was Halo guy, or no, Hal.
It was Hal.
Hal.
Yeah, Hal. Yeah.
Hal. Hal from Fable too.
Yes. I mean, quite frankly,
with the energy sword.
Quite frankly, it does kind of open the door to what's stopping any from being in Smash.
Guy.
Why not? Why the fuck not? Fucking Minecraft Steve. Like this, like Smash is becoming such a fucking like conglomerate.
It's a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, it really is. Like, they got fucking Cloud from Final Fantasy, Banjo fucking Kazooie, they got Joker from Persona. I mean, you don't, yeah, but I mean, that's such a niche demographic. And now they got fucking Minecraft Steve. It's quite... Why not Goku at this point?
I mean, they have been trying so hard to get Goku on Smash on Twitter. I'm not sure if you've seen that, but they've been trying.
They've been trying since
They've been
Melee.
dick-riding Nintendo so hard trying to get Goku on there.
And now there's no excuse. Fucking put fucking Dio in there. Fucking do it.
Dio should be there before Goku. Just piss off everybody.
I mean, fuck.
And that'll be the entrance. Like, have like for a trailer, you think that they're gonna have Goku be the thing, and it was a big Dio just comes out of nowhere, but it was me, Dio. Kono Dioda.
Jawardo. You don't see him. You just hear that. Like you. It starts like I'm trying
Like an outline of Goku, then
Yeah.
he's like, "What?" And then he just comes
like,
out.
Yeah, he just punches fucking or some shit, and he's like, oh no, he fucking comes down on a steamroller. That's how you do it.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
And of course, you know, they'll have to add another 2 fucking Fire Emblem characters in there. Because, you know...
Yeah, for every new character, they need to add 4 Fire Emblem characters. Like, are they gonna have the entire cast of Fire Emblem and then some? They're gonna add more characters in Fire Emblem just to add in Smash.
At this rate.
At this point.
I don't know the exact numbers. It's been a while since I picked up Smash, but it has to be close to half by this point. Like, half of the actual cast in Smash is just from Fire Emblem alone.
Holy shit.
It's bad. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad. Do you have any news that you'd like to...
Do I have any news? No.
No?
None whatsoever.
Okay. Good. This might be a shorter one then.
This is my revenge for last week.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Oh boy, 10 minutes in and already on topic 2 of 4.
We'll pull another Naruto and have an hour-long Walmart segment.
Yes.
Of just flashbacks.
While playing sad, depressing music. It's like,
yes.
My whole family was killed because of Walmart. Nobody likes me. I'm different because I'm overpowered and predestined
and no
to...
one likes overpowered.
So, the Spider-Man PS4 game is getting updated for PS5, but a lot of people are unhappy about that due to the fact that the technicalities of it. Now, I do that because I don't know how true it is, but the reason they had to get a new actor in is because of some kind of technical difficulty. I'm not sure. Apparently the original actor couldn't come back in for some reason, and they needed, I guess the textures probably weren't good enough for the jump, which honestly makes no sense. I mean, they could have at least upscaled him. But the new actor who they got is very different. Look, he looks younger. He looks, at least from the
Not only does he look younger, I mean, he just looks like a whole new person because he is a whole new person. It doesn't. When you have already played Spider-Man on PS4, you're not gonna look at that and be like, "Yeah, this is Spider-Man on PS4."
Yeah.
Or PS5 now.
And obviously, the only image I've seen of him is the meme that's going around everywhere. But like, he is clearly not like giving off the same emotion that the original was. Like, in the particular scene, I believe it's when Doc Ock is first showing off the new extend the arms, and the original Peter, it's like, you know, he's smiling, but you can clearly see behind the smile, like the boy, like, you okay, Doc? Like, because you know they're work partners, but at the same time, like, they're friends. Like, they have become friends at that point. And he's like, you can see he's like he's worried about him. But with the new guy, he's just kind of like,
That's an upgrade.
Yeah. Ooh, upgrade.
This is even worse than Puddlegate.
You're gonna have to remind me on what that is.
Another Spider-Man on PS4 controversy, Puddlegate, when everyone was accusing Insomniac Studios of downgrading the graphics of PS4's Spider-Man, and their evidence for it was, this puddle is not where it used to be. They're removing details from the game to make it run on PS4 because the PS4 is not powerful enough to run this game. And it got the hashtag Puddlegate. And the developer is like, so we may have moved some of the puddles, but the puddles are still in the game.
I think I vaguely remember that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, did you ever beat that game? I know you played it. Yeah, you did beat it?
I haven't gotten to the DLCs, but I did beat the game, yeah.
I only beat the Force DLC. But
I didn't even find out how to fucking activate the DLCs.
I honestly can't remember. But yeah, I mean, that game was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed playing as that. It really made you feel like you were Spider-Man.
So, I know that a lot of people didn't like it, but I actually liked the parts where you cut from playing as Peter to Miles and then MJ. I actually liked those parts. I think that they should have been more fleshed out. I would like to see them have more intricate missions because like MJ, it really was you just walk from point A to point B, but stealth. And that was it.
Wasn't that both of them though?
As for Miles, I was gonna say it was a lot of the same, but at least the theatrics of the situation, it was definitely engaging. You could see like, holy shit, dude, like the situation is intense. MJ, there was a point where 2 points in particular where she was definitely in danger, but it wasn't as like broad as Miles. Like even
the set piece was much more engaging as Miles.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. And I definitely felt my heart racing a lot more as Miles. Spoilers
for the game that's from last gen. I think one of the flagships from last gen.
Yes. The part where you're playing as Miles and you're escaping from Rhino had my heart racing a lot more than any part playing as MJ.
Fuck, I actually forgot about that part. I was referring to the part where the fucking
where everything's getting blown up.
Yeah, like halfway in, like the first time you play as Miles, when like the whole city, the road is on fire and like you have
That was what I was originally thinking of, but then the idea of
the fucking Rhino.
That was intense.
That was a good game.
It was a good game. Yeah. That's why, like, if it's more of the same with Miles Morales, I mean, I'm game for it.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, there's been trailers and gameplay footage of it. I don't know if you've seen it.
I saw that one most recent one on the bridge. Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. But I mean, it basically is the same kind of gameplay loop, but he has his own, abilities. Like he's got electric powers from the looks of it. Which I mean is nice. It adds a little bit of a difference to it.
Mm-hmm.
Spice it up a little bit. Excuse me.
Topic number 3 in 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Woo! We're gonna have to. That's right.
We're gonna have to Naruto the hell out of this.
Yeah. The last topic might lead into some long-winded discussion anyway. So.
Good.
But for topic number 3, this is the one I wanted to look up on, by the way. So you know how Google Stadia was just a tremendous achievement to gaming and everything,
Mm-hmm.
And now this is slightly old news, actually, but I just heard about it the other day. So Stadia being as groundbreaking as it was, such a wonderful achievement, Amazon decided they wanted to throw their hat in the ring and get into that untapped market with one Amazon Luna.
Mm.
Have you heard about this?
No.
Yeah. Because, they saw Google, big tech company, having trouble with major latency issues on their, platform. Amazon decided they were going to do one too. Now, from what I understand, it isn't exactly the same. Now, Stadia is, you pay the monthly subscription, and then you have access to buy a game to play on it. And it's like literally you're paying twice for nothing. Because sure, you can now play that game on that service, but once that service, disappears, as it will, um,
Those games that you paid, you're paying for the right to play,
yeah,
not the right to own. Once that service ends, your game ends.
yeah, and that you're paying the full price of the game too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fucked. Apparently, the way Luna's doing it is it's not like you're paying the monthly subscription, but you then aren't paying for a game, you're paying for a channel. So
you get like a certain genre of game and you get a whole bunch of ones in that genre?
Not a genre,
Or is it,
a company.
or is it just developer? Okay, so it's like developer
Yeah,
channels.
I want to say Ubisoft is the one that, like the first big name that they mentioned. So like you're paying like a fee. So what they got here?
You've already lost me. All you had to do was just mention Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And you've already lost me.
They are recreating cable television.
Okay.
Essentially is what they're doing. Yeah. You're paying
No.
you're paying to have cable, your monthly cable fee. But then, I want HBO channel. Because, back when it was channel. I want HBO channel. Let me pay more.
You say back row, but that's still a thing with Spectrum.
But I'm gonna pay extra for that. Ooh, I want to watch pay-per-view wrestling. So let me pay for that channel. Ooh, I want to watch porn. I'm gonna pay for that channel. Like, that's essentially what it is. And we all know how everyone loves cable TV. So I cannot see a single problem with Luna's, entire conception.
Again, call me a fanboy as you will. Xbox's or Microsoft's interpretation of cloud gaming is by far the best. Not just in how it works and technicality, but in its paid model.
I agree completely. Because you pay, what, it's $5.99 or something?
So
What is it?
if you pay for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which gives you Xbox Game Pass for Xbox and Xbox Game Pass for PC and Xbox Live Gold for that 15, you'll also get access to the xCloud, which lets you play all the games that you own yourself and also all the games on the Xbox Game Pass on your phone or tablet.
But you said it's $15?
For $15.
Yeah. And the amount of...
for the beta of xCloud. I'm sure that when they fully flesh it out, you can just do it on like the regular $10 models. But that's the other thing with xCloud. You don't have to do that version of it. You can do the other version where you can only play your games that you own, and you'll stream it from your Xbox, which you don't have to pay any money for.
Yeah.
That's free.
But yeah, the Game Pass, like the fact that you have access to all of the games that they just keep fucking throwing on there for no additional cost. Yeah, on fucking release. It's crazy because you kind of makes you wonder how the fuck they're making money.
So it makes sense to me because Phil Spencer has said himself, a bit of a behind the curtains. They actually make very little money on the sale of the game in comparison to the microtransactions on the game. So if they eat the cost of the game, of getting you into the game by just making you pay a $15 fee per month, that opens the door for a lot of other people to spend $5, $10, $15, $20 in microtransactions monthly for that game that they like playing on that service.
What about all the games that don't have microtransactions?
Most games do. Especially on that service.
That's upsetting. It's upsetting.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost every game now has microtransactions, and even the ones that don't, if I'm not mistaken, the developers, how they said it is like basically similar to Netflix. You get, if you're a content creator on this platform and someone's using your product using our service, you're going to get paid for the time that they're spending on that. So if they're playing your game exclusively on Xbox Game Pass, you're going to be getting the majority of that cut for that game. I mean, however much they do give to the developers versus what they will flat out keep for themselves. But I mean, that's why I just have to bring that up, because the latency is low.
Yeah.
Because they've set up servers all across the U.S. in preparation for this. And on top of that, you're not paying for a service and then paying for access to play the game.
Yeah.
You're paying for a service which also gives you games to play at no additional cost.
Wait, prepare? Who prepares for? No, we're just gonna throw it out there. No, give us the money, and then play the game. Don't worry about not being able to play the game. You can play the game, but don't play the game because you can't. Just play the game. Just buy the game. But
buy the game.
But buy our service first, so you can buy the game, and then play the game, but not be able to play the game.
And then when you can't play the game, pay for the service again, and then play the game.
You have to do it again.
I'm so glad that kid died.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Yeah, everyone fucking died, didn't they?
For everyone who just heard me say that completely out of fucking context, it's not an actual child we're talking about. Child in a video game. Yeah. Completely okay. The ending where we chose to nuke everybody.
Right, multiple ending, yeah. Yep, that's true. Yeah. Good game.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
The second game would have been really good too if they hadn't said fuck you to everyone who wanted this game and postponed it indefinitely.
Yep.
Just to give us blue balls and just to give us hope, just get us by the gargantuans, you know what I mean?
What sucks is that they already had gameplay footage.
They already had gameplay footage. It looked like it was fleshed out. Yeah. They had the fucking map all rendered. It looked like they had a story all lined up and everything.
Like, how far into development did they get before they postponed it? Like,
completely shooting in the dark here, but if I had to guess percentage-wise, they were probably around like 60 to 70% done with the game.
Like, how much money was wasted just on not actually really, like, God.
The reason why they delayed it could have been because they wanted to release it for this next generation exclusively.
That's possible.
And positive. I think it's like completely reaching out for positive thinking. Like, they could release it. We might not be completely boned.
Yeah. Just actually thought of a new topic. Which, I mean, I know you were looking forward to it a lot more than I was. And it is kind of upsetting. So the Cyberpunk 2077. I'm sorry, did I say that wrong? No, I didn't. The fact that they have broken a lot of their promises and are now forcing their employees to go into crunch time. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. Like, there's a couple of things they did. I don't remember the other one, but that's the biggest one that I can think of. Like, they from the outset said, like, hey, we're not gonna make our employees fucking crunch to get this done and whatnot, and yeah.
They have a history of making their employees do crunch. This story has happened in the past, and that's when they had said we won't do it anymore. But they did say, like, all right, we've delayed this game how many times now? Like, we have to get this released. Like, if statistically speaking, releasing a game in the window of September to December, in that time span, your game will sell a lot more than if you release it anywhere from January to April.
Yeah, the holiday season.
Yeah. So that's obviously the window that they've delayed it from the beginning of this year all the way to the end of this year, and they want to meet that deadline. Now, don't get me wrong. Crunch is bad. It's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's not okay.
Okay.
But I understand completely where they're coming from. They need to get this out. I mean, they're going to be making a lot less money, and that time will not have been worth it. If they give out bonuses to all the people who do it, you do your thing, right? As long as it's voluntary, which you just say it's mandated, right?
I think so. I was trying to find something, but
if it is mandated, not cool.
Yeah, not cool.
If it's not, and it's hey, if you do, we'll give you a bonus because we need to get this out.
Yeah,
this needs to happen. That makes sense.
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, it's not like our former retailer boss at Wally World didn't make us do plenty of ridiculous work by ourselves for no extra pay at all. Mandatory.
Yeah.
Again, 80 hours a week for $8.50 an hour.
Yeah.
Which half of that Obama ate because of his taxes.
Ooh, now everyone's gonna get to hear my computer make random noises. Because guess what? I'm not unplugging any USBs or plugging anything in. It's just making that noise. Hey, do you hear it? You heard it?
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
I just know the sound.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's been doing that weird. I don't fucking know why. Kind of... There it is again.
Stupid
look
rock
at that.
Making me look bad.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoy that noise.
Professional.
Yes, very professional. I don't know how to fix it. I mean, can't turn off my desktop audio because that's what you're coming out of. So, there is a website that just went live recently. Now it was leaked before, and people were able to get into it before they realized and quickly closed it down. But they officially went live with it this week and announced it on Twitter and all that. In English as well. Now this website is a JoJo website. It is a website that it's not entirely filled out yet, but it is their own, and it's official. But it's going to be a centralized location where you can find access to manga, anime, and all that, and games, video games. But the big thing on it, like right on the front page, is a date for an event that is happening in April. It is, from what we know,
there's an ocean of possibilities.
There is an ocean of possibilities, because from what we know so far is that the event... I'm sorry, my internet must be fucking up because my feed is kind of... Let me quit that, see if that helps. I'm noticing that the display on Discord is lagging a little bit. But yeah, what we know so far is that the event is going to be anime-oriented, not manga so much, but very anime-heavy. They are going to have all of the voice actors, the main JoJo voice actors from the first 5 parts, Jonathan, Joseph, Jotaro, Josuke, and Giorno. All of the voice actors are going to be there.
Wow.
So there's a lot that's going into this event.
And they're all gonna get Rona.
It hasn't been announced how exactly it's going to be held, like whether it's going to be a live event you can go to, or if it's going to be just something on, like you can watch or whatnot. But it's a lot that's, going into the fact that they must be announcing something, right? Right? They must be. And it is about time for, a part 6. Stone Ocean. Yeah. So that's something to look forward to. And if it does
Local guy ruins everything.
What? Yeah, well,
Local guy ruins everything.
local priest ruins everything.
I cannot wait until I figure out what the fuck that means.
um,
Ruins everything.
but yeah, if it does actually get announced in April, that probably would mean that it probably is already like animated, possibly, and then like say in July-ish maybe they
What is
might.
the anime studio that does JoJo's
David Productions.
David Productions,
Yeah.
and how many animes do they usually work on? Because I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of other ones they need to be working on as well.
I'm not sure, honestly. Um,
Because I'll be honest, it kind of seems like a fast turnaround between part 5 and part 6 for them to have it almost done by now. That kind of seems kind of fast, depending on how many animes the studio takes on.
true.
I mean, wait, how long has it been since part 5 came out? It can't have been that long, has it? Like, almost 2 years?
Hold on. According to Wiki, it started in 2018. Yeah, Golden Wind, October 5th, 2018, and the last air date was July 28th, 2019. So April 2021. That,
Hmm.
but yeah, they apparently have. Oh no, that's all to be it. They did 2 other things after Golden Wind.
This
And
studio is busy as shit.
yeah, and they already have 1, 2, 3, 4 other things announced.
Wow.
Actually, it's ongoing.
Wow.
This is the end date is to be announced on those. But I mean, Stone Ocean.
I
Man.
can't wait to see Stone Ocean.
Yeah.
Arguably the weakest part of the series. Until you get to the end.
Considering, I mean, look, JoJo, all of the parts are fucking great. It's just if you have to compare one to another, I personally would say, yeah, part 6 is, one of the weaker ones. But I'm not the first one to say this. But it would be
Hot take incoming.
Oh, no, just an idea, not a take. But it would be a great idea because, say they have, they already are gonna have the 5 voice actors, which were all male. Imagine them, just on a stage, talking or some shit, and then a female voice actor just walks on stage, and then says, "Yale yale." Oh, I'm sorry. Yale yale dure. Because much like her father, who says "yare yare daze," I want to say she says "yare yare dawe." So, I don't know. It's some slight difference. But imagine that. Like that would be the perfect way. Just a female voice actor walks in and just starts saying JoJo shit.
Or in
that's how they
very Japanese fashion, because they love to have a female character or body voiced by a female that does very female things. Yeah, it's a boy. So what if they had a male voiced as female in completely backwards fashion, like Japanese people love to do?
Yeah.
God damn it, Japan. Too more
But God damn it. But I mean, they already have had voices for Jolene. I mean, there's been JoJo video games that have come out recently. Like the newest game, I say this only because I haven't heard of any other JoJo games that have come out. But Eyes of Heaven, they've had voices for Jolene. And for the most part, all of the voice actors in the game, all the ones that actually voice them in the anime, with a couple of exceptions. I don't know if it's due to either not copyright, but
availability.
Either that or maybe it was I don't know. But for the most part, they're all the right, voice actors. So it's possible whoever it was in the game is who they're gonna get on the anime. Maybe not. Who the fuck knows? But I'm looking forward to seeing White Snake have a gun.
Mm.
And
For Venom Snake, but we'll see.
oh no, White Snake. White Snake. And
Solid
Yeah.
Snake?
ready to
Or does it have to be White Snake?
oh well, it is White Snake because the
It-
band
It has to be White Snake.
the band White Snake.
Never heard of them.
You've never heard of White Snake?
Nope.
Okay, what's the most popular song? It's on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot fucking think of what it is. So I'm just gonna Google it real quick. Here I Go Again.
Okay.
Do you know the song? Here I
Down the only
road I've ever known. Yeah, White Snake. Yeah.
Okay.
Is This Love?
Don't know that one.
No.
By the way.
Okay. It's not that one. But yeah, White Snake. Yeah. But yeah, there's in Stone Ocean. There's White Snake. There's Foo Fighters. Kiss. Oh, of course, there's fucking Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
I know I've talked to you about this stand before, but oh my god, I have no idea how they're gonna do that. Now that I think about it, how the fuck are they gonna animate that? How the fuck are they?
Okay.
There was, the I think it's the Seven Dwarves from Snow White, literally appear. They
Okay.
they reference Mickey Mouse. Someone says Mickey Mouse's name at least once. I think Pinocchio too, actually. Yeah, because I mean it takes place in fucking Orlando, so that right next
So
to
many copyrights.
yeah, because what Bohemian Rhapsody fucking does is brings all fucking fictional, all characters of fiction to life. And I mean
Oh.
all of them.
So Chief's in here, huh?
Yes. I mean, he's not actually shown or mentioned, but by the rules of how fucking Bohemian Rhapsody works,
So
yes.
this is like that episode of South Park where Imagination Land, where every character that has thought of does exist,
Yes. Yes.
even including Cal sucking on Cartman's balls, because it was an idea. It exists.
Yes, because that's literally how they beat Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
One of the characters literally draws a...
So what if I think of someone who can defeat you?
That's literally what they do. They literally grab a piece of paper, draw a brand new character that is, and it's like specifically, yeah, that's
Oh my
literally how they beat him.
God damn it.
And that's just, yeah. So there's a
Part
lot.
6, everybody, you're welcome.
Yeah.
For everyone who wanted to watch that, you're welcome.
Oh, that's a fucking side character.
Oh,
That's not the main boss. That's not
Oh,
the main
okay.
villain.
that's great.
What are you talking about? He doesn't control time. Of course he's not the main villain.
Oh, right. I forgot it's a prerequisite at this point.
Yeah. Wait. I don't know about part 8, but... Time or
Tell me that
space.
they're breaking tradition.
Time or space.
Time or space.
Yeah. Time or space has to be the... Because, yeah. Yeah.
Because of course it is.
There...
Giorno could just stop everything.
Oh, let me tell you about that. Let me tell you about Giorno, how he could stop everything. And how he could fix the problem. According to according to Iraqi, Giorno was in Orlando at the time. Somehow he heard about it. He was on his way. He was in Orlando. He just didn't get there on time.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So yes, he could fix the problem. If he was there, which he was.
Okay, Rocky. How do we write out this character who could easily kill the main villain?
By keeping him in Italy. And not for no reason saying, oh yeah, he was in
I was
Orlando
referring
too.
to part 5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this guy has this incredibly overpowered stand that could kill the main villain with ease. What can we do? Well,
No,
that guy scares me, so I ain't going.
Oh yeah, foo, yeah. Fucking poor boy. Fuck.
What a mess.
Yeah.
That show is a mess.
It's so fun and great, though.
It's bizarre.
One could say it's bizarre. It's one wacky expedition.
Indeed.
You
Another talking point?
no.
running out of ammo here.
Let's see. I mean, we could just keep, shooting the shit on JoJo. I mean,
Oh, so you want to do a JoJo version of our Walmart segment? Got it.
I mean, why not? It's fucking great, man. It's so good. I love talking about JoJo. It's so fucking
I know
good,
you
man.
You love talking about JoJo so much. Oh my god.
Hey boys, you want some tequila?
Tacos!
Tacos! Wait! You're a man!
Son of the bitch. Son of the bitch.
Holy
Son
shit!
of the bitch.
Okay, master, let's kill the whole bitch!
I cannot forgive Araki for that Shota fucking relationship in part 4. I cannot forgive it. He just straight up.
What, you don't think that it's a good relationship when a crazy ass female who is already kidnapped I think at least twice at this point, some guy who she loves, and then wakes him up in the middle,
giving him a permanent life that he doesn't want.
Yeah, and then by stalking him to the point where you were outside his fucking window at night, going against the fucking window. Koichi.
And somehow I remember when that turnaround happened, and you were laughing the whole time, knowing that I was gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I'm thinking, he's gonna help her because he forgives her, because because he's being a better guy about it, you know what, you're a fucking freak, but you know what, you don't deserve this kind of pain. No, it's, I love you.
No.
What?
No, it's the most romantic thing ever. Because Koichi would be willing to lose his own eyes for...
Yeah, so if you're gonna be ugly, then I'll just lose my eyes. And it won't matter if you're ugly. God damn it. What kind of fucking shit is that? I can't forgive that.
Oh, it's so good.
Just imagine the roles reversed.
Yeah.
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 That's all I could say. Just imagine the roles reversed.
But how... Look, we've got to make sure kids can't get drugs. So let's join the mafia to get rid of the drugs.
Yeah.
Like, we'll kill people all fucking day, don't get me wrong. I'll fucking kill a man.
Killing people?
You kidding me?
All
kill
good.
a man, steal
Who
his...
cares?
That fucking... Twice a day. At minimum. But drugs? Hell no, man. Get that shit.
Unacceptable.
I will kill so many henchmen. I will let my friends die to get that
Before I
drug.
let that kid do drugs. You want to smoke the devil's lettuce? I don't think so.
You better.
Not a sponsor, by the way.
Not a sponsor.
That show's such a fucking mess.
Let's compare something.
Okay.
So a mob boss, who in the main protagonist's eyes, the worst thing he's done is put drugs on the street. And again, he's a mob boss.
Yeah.
Dio, from the moment the protagonist meets him, kicks his dog, beats him up, then throws his dog in a fucking incinerator.
But before that, does the at the time equivalent of rape his girlfriend.
That is true. Actually, did he do that before or after killing Danny?
The dog dying was a result of the retaliation for the rape.
Yeah. And that's the first fucking week that he knows him.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where he ends up killing his fucking dad, burning down his family home, killing his mentor, turning a woman into a vampire to keep a promise he just made with her that he wouldn't kill her baby so that she would kill her own baby. Okay, so those two characters, one of them gets beheaded, not killed because he is a vampire, beheaded, and then trapped, and then comes back, and then eventually is beaten, and then gets, killed by sunlight, which, all things considered, not that bad. Like, you die, but at least you're dead. But the drugs, the punishment for drugs, and you're a mob boss, who you would think is a logical connection. Oh no. You get to be in an infinite death loop with no release for the rest of eternity.
Well, that's because he was gonna kill the host of the Spicy Lady.
Basically.
Unacceptable. But also drugs.
Like,
Drugs. Unacceptable.
even, like, Carl's got it pretty bad too, but at least he somewhat deserved it. Oh, even, I mean, it wasn't nearly as bad, but like,
It's a terrible fate. What happened to Cars? But yes, he definitely deserved what he got coming to him.
And at least at some point, he stopped thinking.
Yeah, at some point,
He got a release.
there was release.
He never died.
At some point.
But his brain function stopped.
Part 5. None. No release.
Never.
Ever. For the rest of time, you shindiru. Just because. Drugs.
Yeah.
Dare.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. Fucking Kira, I mean, it's never really explained on what happens when you get grabbed by the hands, but all things considered, I mean, that's probably a win for him. Do you need me to remind you about Kira and his hand fetish?
Yeah, I get that, but like, I don't know.
That's a lot of hands, man.
That's a lot of hands.
That's a lot of hands, man. Wait, didn't they tear him apart?
Probably in the manga, but not in the anime.
No, they definitely tear Killer Queen apart, which would then tear him apart because of how stands work. But but I mean, like, he literally didn't even remember the ambulance running him over. You know, the JoJo of Part 4, the ambulance.
Hmm. The main protagonist of Part 4, the ambulance.
Yeah.
One who saved the day.
Mm-hmm. Uh, can't talk with you about Part 7 or Part 6.
Nope.
Part 6, if I'm remembering correctly, he gets off fucking easy too. Like, I think he just gets killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just gets killed.
But to be fair, he wasn't dealing drugs.
That is true. That is true.
I think it's important. I think it's important in an anime for your punishment be equal to your crime. And just dealing drugs is the ultimate heinous crime that you deserve infinite deaths. So I think that that's fitting. But, you know, killing dogs, raping women, for what is considered rape at the time, raping women,
yeah, he just kisses her.
beating, yeah.
Just, yeah.
I mean, he probably did do that too at some point. I mean, it is Dio.
Yeah.
Probably stopped caring, you know, making a poor woman fetch his leg for him and then kill her afterwards. Taking a poor Frenchman and walking him back downstairs, then getting back into pose repeatedly.
Just for fun.
Just because.
So I think I just had a revelation. I was trying to think about Part 7's villain, and I think it might be almost the same as yeah, considering how in his death section of the wiki, it's death, open parenthesis, S, close parenthesis.
Oh.
I think it is similar to Diavolo. It has been a bit since I've actually read the manga now, so
You're not a true fan. What part are they on now in the manga?
8. I believe they're still working on 8.
And the last part you read was
7. I was
7.
reading 8 for a bit, but then I dropped off it, so, and it was a while ago. I'll pick it up again at some point.
dead air.
I know. Shut up. You could talk. I don't know.
I can talk, but
I don't remember, but yeah, JoJo's quite the trip.
Quite
Part-
the expedition.
Part 7, such a good. So Part 7, its entire thing is it's centered around a horse race, a continental horse race, American, you know, from a starts in I don't remember, but it goes all the way to New York. So you know it's a coast to coast race. So it's a horse race. So it's got a lot of different characters. One of them is an Indian who
An Indian or an Indian?
a American Indian.
Okay.
So like he doesn't race with a horse.
He races with a tomahawk.
He literally runs
Okay.
in a horse race and does well enough. He doesn't come in last, let me put it that way. Kind of stupid. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting characters, and again, I don't want to spoil it for you, so. But it's good, man. It's good.
Is this the one where the President of the United States gets involved?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Oh, it's good.
Can't wait to see that 4 years from now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's upsetting. With another part that I have no idea how it's gonna get animated.
Now, when you say you don't know how these are going to animate, it's because you don't know how they're going to be allowed to animate them, or you literally have no idea how the fuck they're going to animate it. The first one.
So you know how
Rectal cavity search. First 6.
yeah.
Just
Now
meat puppet.
combine that, which at worst from what's seen is parts of a naked female. Now combine that, age her down a little, and combine it with not Dio's version of rape, but the real
Goose.
yes, with the real yeah. Yeah. So obviously it takes place in a different time, you know, early American history. The age of marriage, you know, it's younger.
Oh,
It's younger.
like 14.
Exactly 14.
Okay.
And let's just say the president gets a little in the mood.
So we're talking about Clinton on Epstein's island.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sorry, America. I lied to you. I did have sexual relations with that lolly.
Fuck.
There were lots of good screws. Blood everywhere. Their organs exploded. I'm going to hell. Look, we have to make this entertaining somehow for the viewers.
Look, all I'm saying,
Better than Dead Air.
if you want an anime where Donald Trump fights alongside a dinosaur, many dinosaurs, and then at one point later fights against many dinosaurs on a train, with a person
Wait, is
who...
it actually like someone who looks like Donald Trump?
Do you not know what Funny Valentine looks like?
No, you didn't show me. So was this made after Trump got elected?
No, this was written back in like early 2000s? Hold on.
Wait, Trump wasn't elected in the early 2000s. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was written in 2004. Yeah. It went from 2004 all the way to 2011.
Wow.
Yeah. So it took him a while to write it, but
So he got locked in what is called the writer's cage. Have you heard of this?
no. But I think it was just that he it just took him that long to write it.
You get locked in a room where you shit in a bucket and they bring you food like you're in prison and you're not allowed to leave because it's in your contract that they're allowed to do that to you. Okay. It looks like he's cross-eyed in that picture. Like a little bit of this going on.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get a good picture of him. Like the first time you see him. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just get all of that in there. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Yeah. Oh, where was I? But yeah, while on the train fighting, dinosaur, and also person who uses, skin cream And by skin cream, I don't mean cream you put on your skin. I mean cream made of skin. Um, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All while trying to collect Jesus. So, good manga. One day will be anime. Good shit. Good shit. Also, there's a paraplegic and an Italian executioner who plays with his balls, talking about fetishes and
Is mayonnaise a fetish?
no, but bug bites is.
On your penis? I was already aware of that because it is a thing. And it's brutal. It is brutal. Don't ever look that up. If anyone ever dares you to look it up, don't fucking do it, you hear me?
I don't think I'm
You'll never forgive yourself.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Lots of blood. Like, blood everywhere.
Yeah,
like, gush gush times 1,000.
Oh, and they're singing. One might even say it's a musical. Pizza mozzarella, pizza mozzarella, rella rella. Oh, it's a hoot. It's a hoot. Good times.
Yep.
Yep.
We have lots of topics to talk about.
We do.
Don't you worry,
We
people.
do.
So many. You wouldn't even believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have
you
an
would
idea.
believe.
I have an idea. Come here. Come here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Come here.
Pizza mozzarella.
Yeah. Would you come here, you fucking... Okay, I was gonna pick up my cat and be like, look at my kitty, but okay. He was being an asshole. Come here.
That's okay, because no one's watching. I checked chat, finally.
That's fine. Oh, I know. I'm well aware. We had someone, but...
Kitty. We're about to get rid of our mouse
Why?
because he's a dick and pisses everywhere.
Oh, that chip's shutting.
He's going to the pound.
Oh.
Well, I say it's ours. It's not ours. It's my sister. But my sister left that mouse here and was supposed to have taken him by now. And it's been like over a year. So that mouse is going away. And it's all her fault.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, that mouse every night will meow at my fucking door as I'm trying to fucking sleep. And when I don't let him in, he finds somewhere in retaliatory pisses in a corner. My dad said that when because he bought a carpet shampooer recently, or rented one.
Mm-hmm.
After he emptied the shampooer, after he was done shampooing the rug, it smelled of piss. He rinsed it out and did another one. And the second emptiness of the bucket smelled like piss. There was so much cat piss. He's got to go.
Yeah,
That mouse has got to go.
that's unfortunate.
Because I may be a pupper snuffer, but I'm not a mouse snuffer. Not yet. You're a mouse snuffer, but I'm not.
Fuck you. Asshole. God.
I'll never let you forget that. Just at the random time you'll completely have forgotten about it. Oh yeah, by the way, remember that time?
It was more like a thump, but...
Oh, you heard it?
I felt it. I backed up. I was in a truck, too.
No, you did what? Let's get the story going on for the audience. You did what? What did you do?
So, back when I was a forced delivery driver... Hey, look, we're talking about Domino's again. So, I delivered to a house, and of course it was at night, and they didn't have very many lights, so it was quite dark. So I pulled into their driveway, and first thing I noticed was that there was a bunch of kittens, and I mean kittens, like less than a year, just out and about, and I'm like, okay. So, I deliver it to him and whatnot. And then I get back in my truck, and I was at the time driving a Dodge Dakota. So it was, it wasn't a big truck, but it was a truck nonetheless. And I even, before getting into it, did a walk around because I know, I could see, like, there's a lot of kittens around. I don't want to hit any. So I check under the tires and all that, give it a good look. I'm like, okay, I'm good. Get back in my truck, start it up. Start backing up. After about 2 seconds, thump. And I'm like, oh god, oh fuck, oh no, please no, god, fuck no.
How the fuck are they gonna animate this?
So I get out. Well, actually no, because I'm backing up at the time. I'm still backing up. And I'm like, please don't be anything in the headlights. Please don't be anything in the headlights. And then I see something in the headlights. So I get out of my truck and walk towards the little baby kitten corpse just lying on the ground that I just ran over. And I'm like,
head was flattened.
oh.
Here's the ground. Here's the kitty. Here's the kitty's head. And here's its head afterwards.
Hey Benny, you came at a bad time. So I go back and knock on the
He
door.
earned his title, a mouse snuffer.
I knock on the door and be like, hey, I'm so fucking sorry. I just ran over one of the kittens. And
It's like that. I ran over one of the kids.
yeah. So they go out and find it. It's like, and I'm so thankful that I forgot the name, because living knowing the name of the fucking kitten I ran over was fucking terrible. But yeah, they're like, oh
You're
no,
so lucky you didn't tell me the name. I'd never let you.
Oh, they said, oh no, I don't remember the name. So they're like, okay, well, we're gonna go bury it real quick before the kids get home or some shit like that. And I'm just like, oh my god. The whole entire rest of the night at that point was just ruined. It was bad. It was real bad.
Better than dead air. We got a nice telling story.
For you.
Fuck. Am I evil?
We're both evil. Fuck you. I know I deserve this. Oh.
I'm fucking laughing at this horrible story. Just because I know it brings you pain to think about it. You need to learn to love yourself more.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
How have you not learned that you need to be amongst some of those that live? You need to live yourself too.
So unfortunately, I heard some bad things about the Dragon Dogma anime.
What's that?
The Dragon's Dogma. It's a video game that they recently made an anime. Yeah, apparently it's terrible. Like, it's not great. It's almost nothing like the game.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's unfortunate. We talked about that last week, that I found out it had an anime, so figured I'd follow up on that.
And it's not good.
Yeah.
How disappointing. You know what is good, though? Torture scenes with beautiful women.
Out of context.
Yeah. Hey, you're the one who showed me all these JoJo memes out of context. I've got to do my own, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, for instance, your own Stan putting his fist in your mouth. Like, When your stand sees a piece of bone, when your dog sees when you see your dog eating something, you're like, "Hey, take that out of your mouth!" He starts chewing it faster.
Or when you punch a hole in your mom's abdomen to rip out uh, poison or some shit, and then quickly heal it before she even knows. uh,
Jojo.
Jojo. Or eating spaghetti and causing like your teeth to fall out and then having new ones regrow. That'll be or some shit like that.
Dude, that guy should be rich.
Hmm? It's like
How the
toenails.
fuck is he? How is he not rich? We should go eat there.
Yeah. Just fucking go to Japan.
Go through like horrible pain, horrible fucking pain, just to have our bodies be fixed. Better than that one doctor from that one anime I tried getting you to watch, which I'm not sure if you liked it or not. Bungo Stray Dogs.
I honestly don't remember.
The anime or the character?
The anime.
Bungo Stray Dogs. Wolf, not wolf. Tiger.
I mean, oh wait, yes, that's the one with the
Very suicidal
detectives.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I completely forgot about that function. Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Wasn't your cup of tea.
I mean, I was kind of enjoying it.
You were in it until you realized they will not kill off characters.
Yeah, I think that might have been it. Yeah. You think we can drag this out for another 15 minutes, or do you think
No.
No? You don't think we can?
I mean, I suppose we could, but a lot of it would be dead air,
I
as
mean,
it has been.
it's not that bad. I mean, we could always uh uh uh
So Ghost of Tsushima.
yes. I need to.
Let me save this. Ghost of Tsushima. Really fun game. I'm glad you let me have access to it.
Yeah, how far
I
have
have
you
more access to Ghost of Tsushima than people do to their Stadia games.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to pay for a subscription for the game.
How far have you gone?
I, of course, as I do with all RPGs, at least open world RPGs, I have done a lot of side quests. So I haven't been doing much on the main.
Damn. I wouldn't consider it
But,
an RPG, but okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. But it plays like one.
Okay.
Minus of course the role-playing elements of a role-playing game. It plays much like a role-playing game would. I mean, there's building up your character with upgrades. There's open world. You
Yeah, that's
find
just character
characters.
progression, though. That's just an open world game. I don't
Open
think
world games typically are RPGs, aren't they?
No.
I cannot think of one open world game that isn't an RPG that has like released in the last 10 years.
Any Assassin's Creed game?
That's not open world.
Pretty true. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Not even.
No, not even. What are you talking about?
Not even.
You sure?
Because there's segments, and then you load into another segment.
Touché.
Like you load into the city, and then there's the city.
Infamous.
Or you walk out of the city, and you load into a different area, which is outside of the city. That's not open world. That's large open spaces, like Halo Infinite, but that's not open world. The closest we've gotten to open world, in my opinion, is Black Flag.
Yeah.
That's the closest we've gotten to an open world Assassin's Creed game.
GTA.
That's fair. That's fair.
Is there is no RPG elements in them.
None.
Well, no, it's not. Unless you count the stats, but I would not count that.
Like the most minuscule
Yeah.
RPG element. Like
That's like
it's technically RPG.
yeah, but no, no. But yeah, Ghost.
Other than that, though,
I think we have different definitions of open worlds, to be honest.
right? I consider it an open world to be an open world, and you consider large play spaces to be open. That's like saying that Metro Exodus is open world. The tagline for the game, the genre does say open world, but that's not an open world. That's a large open play space where you go from one play space to another with loading in between. But that's not open world.
Okay, then here's a question for you. Would you
No.
okay? Would you consider Elder Scrolls games open world?
Honestly, no. I'll admit I don't have much experience with Oblivion, but Skyrim I wouldn't really consider that an open world game because it is a pretty small map in reality. And there's lots of loading in between each of the areas,
I mean,
like the cities and all that.
fair enough.
However, there is a mod that made it so it gets rid of all the loading screens in the game. I'm sure you played that.
I don't know about all of them, but I know that it does make cities like an actual place in the worldscape rather than a loading screen you have to go through.
It also did the caves too.
Does it? I did not know. Interesting.
So I mean, other than when you go into like a different place, like
That has to
outside
be
of the
a
map.
fucking bitch on your CPU.
Yeah.
And your RAM for that matter.
I mean, I still kept like 60 FPS or so when I was playing it, believe it or
I'm
not.
sure, yeah. But we were talking about Ghost of Tsushima. But yeah, so you've been mostly doing side quests.
Yeah, so where I'm at currently, I am after a set of armor that belonged to a different clan, and I had a duel with this with the last descendant of that clan, who was guarding this violet flower area, where I had to like do a puzzle to find out where it was. And
Is it for the bow people? Bow guy? No.
no, it's not for the bow woman or a bow guy either.
No. I mean, it's the set of armor. Did it belong to an ultra?
I don't.
Like, what was
think
the
it did.
story? Okay, then you I don't know. Which do you know the name of the armor piece? No. Okay.
No, but basically there was a picture that I had to reference where it mentioned these very purple flowers, and then there's a picture that had the landscape mirrored, where you had to find out where that picture
Did it
wanted you to go.
bring you to an island at one point?
No.
No? Okay, because that sounds very similar to the one that I've done.
So I fight this woman, she thinks I'm a thief, and after defeating her using my Emerald Splash that no one can deflect, she's like the triangle circle slash attack that goes really fast.
Heavenly Strike?
Yeah.
I was going to
that's it.
ask you if you got that. How epic was that fight with the guy?
That was a pretty good fight.
Yeah. I like that.
It was actually a pretty difficult fight too. I had a hard time with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I did too. I think when
Then I got good.
Yeah, the game really shines on those one-on-one like epic like set piece duels. I have done a few of them like that. will they actually have like a life ball at the top of the screen. Um, but yeah, that one was probably my favorite one so far. Not to say the other ones were bad, but like that one was like,
I was actually saying this one in particular. I did the, it might because I had Heavenly Strike, but the fight was far too easy. Like she did not put up a good fight at all. It was over in like 20 seconds, and I took 0 damage. I destroyed this chick, and that's not me bragging. That's like this fight was just, they really should have made that fight harder. I mean, I could see why her clan died off because they're
yeah.
shitty fighters.
I mean, I keep like giving it weeks without touching it, unfortunately. So I have to relearn how to play it every time. But like once you get into it, like and understand the combat, it is actually pretty easy.
Hmm.
Especially when you have Heavenly Strike, because it really just fucking tails through people. Um, but yeah, it's not too difficult a game.
I will say though, for shits and giggles, I went into a, I think this they said was a logging base. They were using the base as a logging facility to get lumber to build other bases. That was like the story behind it. And so I went to the base, sprinted around everywhere, got everyone to come at me at the same time and tried to see if I could do that Assassin's Creed thing where, oh, well, there's 30 guys here, but they'll let me take on one-on-one. But no.
They don't. No, they attack you all at once.
They will very quickly overwhelm you. And I was like, this is actually like, holy shit hard, like they will not give you a chance. They simply will not. You have to use your tools if you have that many people after you. And even then, you're still probably going to die unless if you're like on it.
Yeah, the forced abilities that I unlocked or went for were the ones that actually let me parry the unblockables.
Hmm.
Because fighting spear guys is fucking infuriating unless you can parry their attacks. Because everyone else you can, for the most part, like deal with it. Um, but those spear guys are fucking annoying as shit. Which is why
I found it pretty easy because I got the ability where if you dodge, you can immediately attack after dodging.
Oh, I haven't even unlocked that. I've been using
that
my
works like a charm.
Oh, does it?
I mean, yeah. You have to do it multiple times. Like if you do like twice and then repeatedly attack them until you can't hit them anymore, you'll just kill them after 2 times of doing that. But it's really not that bad. But yeah, you do have to focus on them if they are involved. That's definitely like your priority is taking out the spearmen.
Yeah. How many stances do you have?
3.
Oh, okay. So you do have the Thor stance.
Yep.
I still only have up to Waddle.
I just got it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, which is coincidentally the spearman one.
Yeah, I know. And then the last one's brutes, I think is what they call. I don't forget what they call the big ones, big guys, but I also noticed that depending on what weapon the big guys are using, you can always just use the stance that is with them according to them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's fun. How many? What armor pieces do you have?
The Wanderers,
Okay.
the Straw Hat dudes.
Oh, you have the Ronin.
Armor.
Okay.
Ronin, the Archer Lady's armor, which she gives to you as a gift, and then I'm in pursuit of the one I was telling you, but with the violet.
Yeah, is that the
and,
Kensei one?
It didn't say Kensei. Like the mission for it didn't say Kensei. I'm not sure if it will be Kensei armor or whatever, but you know what Kensei translates to?
Master Swordsman.
It does. I was intrigued to find that out because, of course, being the For Honor player that I am, I thought Kensei, they just took a fucking random word and just like, hey, Kensei. Turns out, yeah, well, he is a master swordsman. Makes sense. He's a master swordsman. That's his name.
Yep.
I really thought they were just being like, well, it sounds Japanese, so.
So when you say the Ultra Lady, are you talking about Lady Masako?
The one who, yeah, the old one.
Okay.
The one who says, "Are you calling me old?" He's like,
Yeah,
"I wouldn't
that's
dare."
not the. There was one of. Alright, so you know how the Heavenly Strike is one of those, like, I want to say 5 like dots in the pause menu, like it's a big circle. Alright, well, one of those is a it's an almost set and a longbow. Well, actually, no, is that? No, actually, I think those are 2 fucking different missions. Never mind.
So the
One of them
teacher that you're hunting down a student gives you a bow,
Yeah, he gives you
and
the
she gives you armor.
Okay. See, I didn't know she gave you armor.
That was meant to be one of her children. I say children, but it's her daughter's husband.
Yeah.
That she was going to give that armor to, but since he's dead, spoilers, it's yours.
Yeah. Well, there is a longbow in the game. Like the one that
I figured.
Yeah, the one you get from the dude is a half bow.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get a longbow.
Wow.
Which is obviously it's stronger, shoots farther, but it
takes longer to draw.
Takes longer to draw, and it doesn't have as many arrows. But but you can also use it to use different explosive arrows, I think it is, which is cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that.
I do enjoy the fire arrows.
Do you?
Fire arrows are fun.
Oh, I bet. How do you actually play? Do you tend to go in like head on, or do you actually stealth around?
I have mostly done head on because that seems like what the character would want to do.
Yes.
I'm role playing the character, okay? He would want to do that, so I do that, and that's absolutely necessary.
Like the stealth gameplay, like there's a lot of like,
it seems very basic.
Yeah,
it's very basic stealth system.
Yeah, and quite frankly, there's a lot of armor that makes it so that it's like he's a ninja, which is fine. I can get behind that, but I'm playing a samurai game. So I'm going to play it like a samurai.
Perhaps they want to give you the choice. Do you want to play like a ninja game or a samurai game?
They're doing its like trailers and all that. Like it's 2 distinct ways of playing it. Like that is that option. Like it was designed with that in mind.
Okay.
Like you can always clear out places either stealthily or head on. So yeah, I normally do a head on. Just because,
I like the standoffs.
Yeah, it's great. So. What's wrong, Benny? That's what I thought. All right, well, I think we managed to pad this out as well as we could.
We padded it out even more than Eris pads her chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she does pad her chest, by the way. Not that I mind. As Cosmo says, I don't mind if they're bad.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be a wrap for us then. If you want to see more of us, you can, check me out on Heal, twitch.tv/NG72. This is my channel. Or you could watch my YouTube. Oh, I sometimes put stuff on there on youtube.com/thegreatniji. Or you can check him out on his stuff.
You could do that, but...
Okay. Well, we'll be here next week, hopefully. So long as my internet's set up. Or
we're shoot for 5 for 5.
5 for 5. Let's go. All right.
Wendy's 5 for 5.
Don't make me hungry, you bastard.
I already am hungry.
So
I mean, don't even say that to me. You were just eating, you bastard, right before the
what?
stream.
No, I wasn't.
Make me want to go get some fucking food.
Yeah, I'm debating whether I want to go to Walmart before they close.
Oh, my phone's dead. Sweet. Now I can't tell. What time is it?
It is.
9.
Yeah, it's about that time.
I could go and drive, but
Why?
I could just order a Domino's pizza.
You
Not
could.
sponsored, by the way,
I don't know
but
if
they
I'd
should
want.
be.
Oh, okay. Well,
Really?
maybe.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't want them to be? You
You
wouldn't
know-
want them to be involved in these antics that we get into on the stream?
I mean, they are already paying me. They could just pay me more.
They could, and they could also pay me.
They could. Well, I mean, obviously, if this channel we ever got you know, sponsors, I would split it with you because obviously. But anyway, that's gonna be a wrap. Y'all have a good night, and we'll catch you next week.
Ooh.